being branded as the new Tom Clancy. And to that I can attest. And not only are his books riveting, but all of the proceeds, listen to this, go to the USO Fund for wounded warriors. Joining us now is Brigadier General A.J. Tata. He's the author of the new military thriller, Sudden Death. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Clayton.
So now, because you've served in Afghanistan with great distinction and valor, does it make you a little uncomfortable when I say you're the new Tom Clancy?
Well, it's certainly high praise to be compared to the greatest thriller writer of all time. So Sudden Threat's a great read, but I write more from a boots-on-the-ground perspective. Tom Clancy is a very technologically focused author, and I write from a private, sergeant, lieutenant, captain point of view and try to capture the emotion on the battlefield of getting shot at and shooting at the enemy.
And you can really feel in the book, because the pacing of the book is so good, and you really feel like you're involved in this. And certainly you know what it's like to be there front lines in Afghanistan. Well, tell me, why did you decide to write this book specifically in the plot? Is it something that was brought to you out of 9/11?
Well, Clayton, I've written all my life, and so in the mid-90s I started crafting these characters, and after 9/11 I had the thought of, well, we're very focused in the Middle East, and the creative side of me said, well, what if an ally decided to exploit this seam in strategically, geopolitically in the world events today and try to take advantage of our focus in the Middle East? And so that's what Sudden Threat's all about. Two heroes, Matt and Zach Garrett, they're brothers. One's a CIA paramilitary operative, one's an Army officer, and they get caught in the crossfire of these competing conspiracies.
It's thrilling, and it moves. It's really fantastic. Now, great story here, though. 100% of these proceeds going to the USO Wounded Warriors Fund, which I find fascinating. My mom used to serve, was in the USO, right, and would entertain the troops back in the day doing dance or whatever it was, jazz dance, I think. And so this is really impressive. What made you decide to give 100% of the proceeds of this book?
Well, as we looked at the book release party back in November, I went to the USO Metro D.C., Elaine Rogers and her team, and I said, will you partner with me in this book release? And they said absolutely, and we donated all of the proceeds from Sudden Threat to the USO Metro D.C., and then I decided, well, I'm just going to give all the royalties to the USO Metro D.C. because I walk through Walter Reed and Bethesda hospitals, and I see the soldiers and Marines that have been wounded, and what the USO does is they take these soldiers out to different basketball games or football games, or they take their families out on shopping trips or whatever.
And helps them readjust back.
It helps with their reintegration back into society, and it's something that makes me personally feel very good.
Well, that's fantastic, General. So here's what you can do. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Go out there, pick up the book. It's called Sudden Threat. It's by General A.J. Tata, and the 100% of the proceeds going to the USO Wounded Warriors. So you're getting a great read, and you're helping out a great cause. General, thanks so much.
Thank you, Clayton.
Appreciate it.